What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rad Up All Night. Again, another random late night live stream coming at you. It was kind of a last minute thing, as always, but I know there was a lot of people streaming tonight. I don't know if they're all finished or not, but I did see a lot of people streaming earlier tonight. So hopefully they're finishing up, and maybe some people will pop on over here and say what's going on. We can chat it up, hang out, ask me some questions. I got something to unbox, which I was going to do a separate video on, but, I'd rather not even have to edit or anything like that. So if I can get it done here and at least give, some pretty good content on this Rad Up All Night stream, I'm going to do it. And then I also have a couple things that were sent to me that I want to review for you guys. So got a couple things planned tonight, probably stay on about an hour. But let me know who's in the house. Come say what's up. I see Dalton in here. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show. What's up, man? Ken's on? Oh, I didn't see Kenny on. I thought he was on earlier, I thought. With Michelle. He's on again? Oh my god. See, it's like every night there's something going on. Doing two in one day? Jeez. Well, you know what? That's one of the reasons too I want to do this, because I've been kind of MIA a little bit on the channel, and I just wanted to come on and just talk to you guys, because the last time I did a show, I did a show last Wednesday. I did with Unita, Christian and Sydney were on for Rad Company, and I think that's all I've done on my channel for like a whole week. I did go on Fachi Cinema's show on Sunday, and I went on Dead Pit's show on Sunday. So I did a back-to-back late Sunday night. So if you guys haven't checked that out over at Dead Pit, we did the spin the wheel, make the deal stream, which was pretty fun and cool. And then I was on Fachi Cinema's channel, which is kind of like a sit-down interview type thing. And, it's one of those things that, I want to apologize to other creators and stuff, because this has been just a crazy month, and I'm really trying to prep for Kansas City, because that's going to be a pretty busy month as well. But there's a lot of stuff going on right now with like work. Work's been really hectic with we're supposed to be moving locations, so things have been on and off with that. So it's hard for me to really make commitments, because I really don't know what my schedule is going to look like. We were supposed to do it like 2 weeks ago, and then we didn't. We had to push it back, and then we started, and then we had to push it back again. So things have just been kind of rocky on that side. So it's been hard for me to schedule either shows on my channel with people to do streams, or me commit to do other people. So anybody else out there, number one, if you asked me to do a stream and I couldn't, or I declined, again, I will make sure once April is done, the gym situation's done, I'm back from Kansas City, I will definitely try to be on more streams. I hate saying no to things, but it's just been crazy over there. And then I was sick. Like, I was really sick the beginning of last week, to the point where like I lost like 5 pounds. I didn't work out for a week, like just a lot. At that point in time, it was like right before I did the Unita show, but I had canceled on them before because I had lost my voice, and I wanted to make sure not to cancel on them again. So I kind of muscled through that stream. But yeah, it's like today's really the first day I think I felt like 100%. Got a workout in tonight. It was definitely a long day. So guys, I'm going to try my best to kind of keep awake here and entertain you guys for this next couple, probably 50 minutes or so. I'm going to go back to the chat because I see more people kind of chiming in now, but that's kind of the rundown of like where I've been, right? Because I haven't been as active on my channel because of a lot of those things, but you will see some activity coming from me for the rest of the week. So this is kind of the appetizer to what I have coming. And this was going to be a video in itself, but it was either I record it tonight, edit it, and put it out tomorrow. But I have another video coming out tomorrow, and then I'll just figure, I'll get it done now. It'll give reasons for people to come in and watch this and hang out with me. Let me see who's in the thing. So, Ken is doing the Criterion sale. Yeah, I mean, that's not really my jam. So you're not going to get that over here. I've got enough Criterion, nothing that really I need to buy. I'm kind of fine with that. We'll be doing Vinegar Syndrome tomorrow night, though. Thursday night, though. So, I'm excited for that. I'd rather do like a Vinegar Syndrome stream. So we're going to be doing that Thursday with Dead Pit and I, our annual Vinegar Syndrome stream, late night, 11:30. So definitely pop back over here on Thursday to see what Vinegar Syndrome drops. It's supposed to be a pretty cool. Those are always fun. They're always fun, and I like that you never know what you're going to get. But yeah, no Criterion sale stuff over here. Rob Zillow, what's going on? Dalton, yeah. So if you guys didn't check out the Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal show on Dead Pit, it basically was a really cool concept where they had different YouTubers on a wheel, and when they spun it, whoever won was going to be a guest on their show to help co-host, and then they had another wheel that had different topics, and whatever topic won, that was going to be the show. So Planet CHH Christian Hanna won, which is cool because he's never been on the Dead Pit show ever. So it's going to be me, Uncle Bill, Wes, and Christian, and we're going to be doing the goriest films of all time, and that's going to be like late April, as far as I know. Brandon, what's up, man? I haven't talked to you in a bit, man. I apologize for that. Like I said, things have been crazy over here with work, and I was sick for a couple days, and I know you're super busy too, and it's just I feel bad because I haven't got back to people about certain things, and yeah, man, it's just been crazy. I had to move some things around with Rad company schedule and whatnot, and I'm trying to kind of juggle that. So it's just been a crazy month, and it was a really unexpected month, put it that way. And April should be a lot better. What's up for me this year? It's been kind of lackluster. Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends on what. I'm just really trying to be a lot more picky right now with what I buy as far as my collection. I'm actually kind of tired of seeing news about, hey, this is getting a 4K, and it's like, well, we just got a Blu-ray like a year or two ago. I'm not hesitant to jump on that. I'm waiting on a lot of stuff. I mean, if it's something I don't have, that's one thing, but all these upgrades and stuff, I'm just kind of over it. Carlos, what's going on? What's in a name? How are you? Sam, what's up? Yeah, that is cool. No, the Birds artwork, I'm pretty sure, is just a poster, and it's really nice. I'm a big Birds fan. It was one of the gateway movies for me growing up that I just adore. And somebody put an image out. They did artwork, and it looks like it's going to be some kind of poster of some kind. But I'm really digging it. I might snag it whenever that goes on sale. Thanks, man. Yeah, now I just gotta. I just didn't eat for a lot of days, so now I just gotta kind of bulk back up because I'm going to Kansas City, man. So it's I can't go in there with lost all this weight and muscle. That would be not good. Just be in great shape over there. Yeah, same thing. It's I'm just tired, man. It's multiple companies releasing the same thing. Physical media right now it's cool, but at the same time it's kind of annoying. So that's why I'm really trying to I like doing the physical media stuff, but I'm really trying to not have that be a main source for me right now. As far as video content, I'm trying to branch out and just do different things as well. But physical media is always going to be included, of course. And we can kind of go through that right now before I get to the rest of the chat. Full Moon sent me some stuff to check out, and I did. And the one thing I can say is Full Moon, I know people love it, people hate it. It's not the same Full Moon as it once was. The Full Moon that I loved was, the Puppet Master stuff. Back in the day, they were even doing Ghoulies and, even things you can even throw Reanimator in there, I guess, if you wanted to. But, I did watch Trancers in 4K, and I feel that's one of those movies that every time I watch it, I like it a little bit more. That era. Demonic Toys, I was always a big fan of that one, too. Not a huge Full Moon guy. I don't watch a lot of the sillier stuff. I haven't ever seen Evil Bongs or anything like that. That's just not my thing. I have seen Ginger Dead Man. I have those. But they sent me some new stuff. So the first one is Sorority Babes 2, which I have the original one from back in the day. And this is a sequel that came out, obviously many, many years later. It's brand new. I'm not even sure if this is available yet, but it's coming out. It's cheesy. I mean, again, Full Moon is very different than what it once was. I feel it took itself a lot more serious back then. And I was talking to Christian, who's a big Full Moon fan, and it was the budget. They had a lot more money to spend back then. People were backing them. Now it's all just kind of self-backed. and you can kind of tell. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but at the same time, I mean, Kelly Maroney's in it. I like her a lot from like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Chopping Mall, all that stuff. Night of the Comet. So it's basically a sequel to the original, but it's okay. I mean, there's a lot of scantily clad girls in this movie, and it's silly, but I'm not going to recommend it unless you're like a huge Full Moon fan. Hey, you want to complete the Sorority Babes Bowl-O-Rama, set, then grab it. But this one, I would say is worse than this. This actually felt like a movie. This one, which again, I said I love demonic toys. I absolutely love demonic toys. This is Baby Oopsie 3, Burn Baby Burn. It didn't even feel like a movie. It was only 47 minutes. This was. I haven't seen part 1 or 2 of the Baby Oopsie trilogy or whatever. I don't really like the look of Baby Oopsie on this. I think he was way cooler looking, like on the original Demonic Toys. I don't know why they don't just use a doll like that. I mean, it was very cheaply done back then, but it looked way cooler than this. I wouldn't recommend this. I mean, it's silly. It doesn't even feel like a movie. It's so short. It feels like a short or something like that. But they sent him over to check out. So I mean, I appreciate that, of course. But that's kind of my short review on these. Like, I don't know, if you're a completionist for Full Moon, I would say get it if you have part 1 and 2. I mean, these can't be expensive. Like I said, it's only 47 minutes. But I don't know. I'm not gonna say you need to get these. But that's just my opinion on them. Again, I'm just kind of like an avid Full Moon fan. Leave it to the 80s and 90s. I really like it. But anything after that, I don't have a lot of the stuff that they put out after that. Let me see what's going on. Adrian James, what's up? Lion's Den, what's going on? Entertain us. I'm hoping to, man. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. Let's hope I have some energy left. I did work out, though, so that kind of gave me a little boost. Vanderhoff, what's up? Oh, you did? Now, I love that movie, and I was not planning on upgrading. I really wasn't, because I have the Olive Films Blu-ray. And as much as I love Kino, I've talked about this so much. I absolutely love Kino. They're killing it right now. I was like, I'm going to hold off. Maybe when it gets real cheap, I'll grab it on sale or something. Do I really need it? I don't know. What's the special feature situation look like? I don't think there's many. But I did hear that there's a quality upgrade from the Olive. So now I feel like obligated to get it, because I do absolutely love Secret Admirer. And if you guys haven't seen it, I highly, highly recommend it. All-star cast. You got young Corey Haim in that as well. I love that movie a lot, so I'm probably going to double dip on it. Maybe not right now, but next time Kino does a sale, I'm all over it. Nice, Rob. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. You know how it is. We're always live buying is always fun. And you know what? I have trouble remembering like the way they structure things over at Vinegar Syndrome. Like, is this the one where they give you like that bundle at like a real cheap cost and then don't tell you what the next couple are? That's always been really good. I didn't do it last year and I regret it, but I did it the year before and I absolutely thought I made a killing with it, because you pay like $200 or something like that, and they give you 4 movies or something, or 5 movies, I think, and then there's like still another 2 or something like that they're going to release later or something. And as much as it's a lump sum at once, I mean, at the end of the day, it evens itself out. But I like those when they do that. Oh, nice, man. That's awesome, dude. He was, I just saw him a couple months ago. I didn't get his autograph or anything, but I saw him at a convention I was at. Alexander, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. I haven't seen you popping in a while. Thank you, Sammy. I hope to see you there. What do you, every time you hear, oh, spin the wheel, make the deal. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. WCW fan. I'm a huge WCW fan. WCW to me, though, like my favorite WCW is like probably almost like, and it's so crazy to say this, I almost feel like I like WCW like more before pre-NWO. And I know that's really not the popular thing to say, but I feel like that's my WCW. Is like pre-NW, even almost even pre-Hogan to me is really my WCW. I think the Hogan stuff like really took me out of it. Like I kind of liked like the Dungeon of Doom stuff because it was just so bad. And then the Giant stuff where they, they did like the monster trucks and stuff like that. Like it was just so bad that I liked it. What really started to turn me off from WCW was like when Renegade came out, and I remember begging my mother to like let me watch that pay-per-view, and she never wanted us to buy the pay-per-views. We'd always have to go to my grandmother's because she had like a black box. And I can remember her one night, I think I like convinced her. I said, listen, the Ultimate Warrior, who she knew was my favorite wrestler growing up as a kid, I'm like, he's going to be on this. We haven't seen him in many years, like da-da-da, like please. And then it was like a fake Ultimate Warrior. I was like, I'm done with WCW. Like I was so let down because it was like she finally let me watch this thing, which she never would have paid for a pay-per-view ever. And I just remember sitting in the living room and watching it and being like, what just happened? And yeah, like, so WCW, I'm a huge fan, but to me, it's always been like, it was kind of like that late 80s, early to mid 90s. Favorite movie soundtrack? The first one that pops in my head is going to be Lost Boys. Fright Night's another good one. But if you're talking like non-horror, man, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High has such a great soundtrack as well. Very, very cool soundtrack. I'm trying to think of anything else off the top of my head. There's plenty of good ones out there. I'm gonna still say Fast Times is a really big one for me. Oh, definitely. They definitely are. I've never seen anything like it. It's like every month someone's having a sale, re-releases. It's crazy. I love physical media like anybody, but there's just going to come a point where, sometimes things got to give it. And the problem I think is that, like I love everybody in the community, of course, but I feel bad sometimes for the people that watch because, we decided to come on here and be front runners of physical media and talk about movies and genre stuff, right? And some of the stuff that we get, like, I mean, I would have never bought these personally, but I was lucky enough to get them sent, and I appreciate that. And I can let you guys know what I think. And I'm always going to be honest, because if they decide they don't want to send them to me anymore, then it is what it is. Like, I have a big enough collection. I'm okay. But I feel bad because there's so much that comes out, and I feel like a lot of times people feel they need to get all this new stuff. They need to feel part of the pack or whatever it is. And FOMO is a real thing because I deal with it all the time too, but it's almost becomes of like, who got the most, right? And then I mean, I've had people message me about like, feeling like less of a collector because they can't keep up with what everybody else is doing. And, I try to tell them, like, it's personal preference. Like, not everybody's going to be able to get everything, right? Like, you've got to start making rules. And, I've made rules for myself. There was plenty of times in my life that I was getting everything. But, things were different then, too. Like, things were a lot less expensive than they are now. You're talking, like, I could go to the used DVD store, get in the horror section, buy 20 titles for $50, right? Like, you're spending $50 on a title sometimes now. So I feel you. I feel you for the people that are really trying to get into this, and things are just astronomically priced. And, you're seeing all these other people on here that are buying like multiple editions of the same movie, and you feel like you've got to play that game. And if you can't financially, then you almost think like you're a crappy collector, or maybe this isn't for you, or maybe you should just stop buying movies altogether. And that's not what this should be about. And I try to tell people that because I've had multiple people reach out to me about that. People that do YouTube and people who watch us on YouTube, right? And it's like you shouldn't have to feel like you have to get everything. Everybody's kind of got their own thing, and we're not here to make people feel bad. And I'm trying to kind of, step back a little bit with certain things and be a little bit more picky. And hopefully people that watch this feel like, well, you know what? Like, I don't have to have this right now. I can wait until it goes on sale. I don't need to get it at full price. I don't need to have two of the same movie. Like, you don't. And those are just tips that I've learned because, again, I was down that path at one point. And, as you get older and stuff, and you realize, the prices are different when it comes to these things, you got to try to kind of change it up. And to be honest, like, I say this right now, but when I do an unboxing of something, I'm going to basically be putting my foot in my mouth. So we'll get to that though. But guys, like, don't feel like, you guys do what you do. Like, keep the physical media game alive any way you can. Really support the stuff you love. Don't support what you think other people think you should support or whatever. Like, that's all. Yeah, I agree. Empire movies are great. Yeah, they do. I like it all. I'm a big purple guy, as you can tell on the videos. Like, it's really, really cool. Like, they do a good job over there with that. Ken Carlson, what's up? Gingerbread is your jam. Afro Whale, what's up? I popped in a stream earlier, like not on a stream, but in the chat. I just got home and I was cooking myself dinner, and I jumped in there really quick just to say what's up to some people. Hey Mel knows what's going on. She always tells me to slow down because I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta do a vid. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I'm not feeling good, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So she gets it. But that's Mel at My Kilo Podcast. 1/3 of the Radpack. Go check her out if you guys aren't subbed over there. We're gonna get her to 2K ASAP here. We're racing. We're racing some other creators right now. We're gonna get her there. She's Radpack. She has to be at 2K. So go over there and sub to her, will you? What's up, man? I love that image. Love that image. Let me see. See, Mel knows. She actually texted me and she says she really enjoyed Secret Admirer. Psycho 2 4K. Am I gonna get it from Arrow? I gotta see it. I've got to see the representation of it because I love Psycho 2. I really do. Now I have to really just look and see like how this thing's put together, what's on it that I don't have. Having it in 4K, like, is it worth it? I would say probably. I mean, I probably will snag it. My only gripe with it is that I like things to be aesthetically organized. So for instance, at least with Scream Factory, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 all sit next to each other on the shelf. And I like that, right? So just to have 2 just kind of sitting off by itself somewhere, it kind of bothers me a little bit. But again, if it's like a big box and limited edition, like the, like the Hills Have Eyes one and stuff like that, yeah, I'll probably get it. Let me see. Sorry, I can't see what's going on. Sorry if I'm skipping, guys. I'm just trying to go quick. Dalton, what do you think about your quick channel growth? Because I think, yeah, I hit 1K subs actually in April, so I'm rolling on already. I'm rolling on almost a year that I hit 1K subs, because I did my 1K live stream I think in May, so I think I had just hit it at that point last May. So I mean, I don't know though. I don't know if I have quick channel growth or not. I mean, I don't know if that's considered quick. Like, yeah, I've gotten to 2,500 in less than a year. Well, actually, I gained another 1,500 in less than a year. Is that good? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Like, I'm just going out there and trying to be a little different. I'm kind of in the community, but at the same time, it's like I'm trying to be innovative. I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to break through, because I mean, there's only so many people that can do unboxings and reviews, right? Like, there's only so many, and what's going to keep you coming is obviously their personalities. But what if I took that and did different things with it? And that's where like the Radpack thing came in, and it's taken a whole life of its own. And then doing Rad Company, where I bring other YouTubers on, people that maybe aren't in the community, maybe that you haven't really seen a lot of stuff, and doing different kind of interviews. And, I'm just trying to evolve the channel a little bit than just to be, one of the same. And, talking to Dead Pit and the Radpack, and we always try to come up with different, unique ideas for shows and set the bar. And could that have helped me? Sure. Like, that could have helped. That can help me grow. Collaborating with other people with, like Christian and all that have a nice following. And, that's probably helped me as well. I think the movie room tour really helped me as well. That video has, I think, like, I don't know, maybe almost 8,000 views already. That helped a lot. That thing kind of caught on, which was huge. And, in my head, I still have another part to do, part 2 to still put out. And I'm like, well, that could, maybe that can get me over the edge, because I made a pretty strong goal at this year. Like I said, I would love to end the year at 5K. Now, that's basically like I got to double my subs that I've created in like 2 years, right? So that to me feels really challenging. Now, I feel like it's kind of moving. So I'm thinking maybe when I hit like 3,000, maybe 3,500, maybe I'll release part 2, and that might just boost me before the end of the year to kind of get close to that 5. I don't know, guys. Like it's I know subs doesn't matter. What you guys are doing right now and coming in here and interacting with me, that's what matters. Because I've seen people that have, I don't know, triple the amount of subs I do. And then when I go live, I have more people here in a live, right? So it depends. Like, I appreciate what you guys coming and interacting and hanging out with me more than if I had, 5,000 subs. I think what it is, though, is the sub count is what brings more opportunity, right? So what being said is, like, if all of a sudden I get to a point where, like, hey, maybe I'll go from just interviewing YouTubers and people, doing some cool things on the internet that I found, and maybe I'll bring in an actor, or maybe I'll bring in this. Like, I'm not interested in doing that stuff right now. I'm really just kind of focused on other things, but you never know, like in the future, opportunities could arise in any different area, right? But I think what it is that a lot of these people will look at a subscriber count, and that's where the decisions are made, right? So if all of a sudden they look at me and it's like, oh, he's got 1,000 subs, I don't know if I want to do this. But if all of a sudden it's like, oh, he has 5,000, then maybe that would open a new opportunity. That's where I think the sub count really matters, is that it looks good to bigger opportunities that the channel can get. And that's kind of where I'm at about the subs. But I mean, if I had 5,000 to 10,000 subs, but like minimal interactions, like that would be worse, in my opinion. So I really, 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 to the bottom of my heart, appreciate this, because like I said from day one, is when I started this thing, I already knew I was 10 years behind, because I had wanted to do this since probably 2010. And I didn't do this until the very tail end of 2020. So all those years of me just like, twiddling my thumbs about it and coming up with excuses on why it's not a good time, I wasted time. And I look back now and I said, I should have did this 10 years ago. Because there's so many people doing it now, where back then it was like very limited. But it is what it is. I just knew I had to come out guns blazing, and I'm glad you guys are really digging what I'm doing over here. I appreciate that. But I don't know, if you guys think that my channel's grown pretty quick, then hopefully it does. And hopefully, 5,000 isn't, out of the ballpark for this year. But like I said 100 times before, the best way for this channel to grow is for you guys watching this to share it around, to make sure you're subbed, to share it around, tell friends that are into this stuff, hey, you should check this guy's channel out. He does some good content. That is the best. Having like a street team of people who really like what you're doing is going to help this channel out than anything I can do, because I've only got so much reach. So anything you guys do, I truly, truly appreciate all the time. I always share, if you guys are sharing stuff on Instagram, I'll always share it to my page as well. Scratch, what's up, man? Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I always felt like 93, 94 was like a real bad time for like wrestling, but it seems like people are coming around on that. And I'm way behind the chat if we're still talking about WCW. Let's see. Yeah, you remember that Renegade debacle? I did not order the City of Living Dead, but I just... What's up, Justin, by the way? I just saw that they announced that they're going to re-release it to pre-order, except you're not going to get a sticker sheet and a poster and a soundtrack. So, but it's still going to be a 3-disc edition with a slip and all this stuff. So I didn't get it because I did hear that they were going to do another edition for a lot less money. And I don't need the soundtrack. I don't need the stickers. I don't need a poster. So I'm going to get it now. So I'm just going to get that edition now. Killer Pizza, what is going on? I love your shirt over there, man. I love it. Hey, Detroit. Hell yeah. Thanks, dude. Haven't seen you in the chat. maybe in a while, or if ever. Hopefully maybe you've not catch me live, but appreciate you jumping in over here. And if anybody's new to the chat or the channel, tell me where you found me. Because I have been getting a lot more Instagram subscribers. I've gotten a lot more people on TikTok as well. And I don't know if those platforms like trail over to this at all. I'm curious to know. You're right. Forrest Gump had a real good soundtrack. Real good. I mean, like, I had that, like, it was like a double disc and stuff. Yeah, it's sold out, man, but you can get it. It's gonna be the exact same edition, except just no poster and stuff. So Afro Rail. Thanks, man. Gus, what's up, man? How are you, brother? Let me see. Afro, what'd you say? Not me. I'm a huge purge. It's all about high quality stuff. Yeah, I mean, again, everybody's got their own rules. Yeah, I hope so too, man. If you guys don't know, the last time we did, I kind of marked out when Sidekicks was announced and stuff. Stuntman Mark, what's up, man? How are you? Go check out him too, Stuntman. And Gus, go check out Gus. Gus, are you doing stuff? Or are you just doing lives? I don't think you're just doing lives now, or are you doing your own stuff? You can promote yourself in the channel, in the chat. Go subscribe to Gus. He's one of the most supportive people out here. Whoa. That's scary. Yeah, man. Dude, Vestron's killing it, man. I mean, they're doing the prices right. Their stuff looks great. Oh, oh, Gus. Gus wants the Haim dance. All right, Gus, man. Let's find it. Let's find the hamster. Where is he? Let's do it. Good. Allie with a Y. What's up? I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah, man, we got to recharge, all right. I have the Olive Films and let you know of the special features. Oh, yeah. Let me know. That would be great, man. Message me on Instagram and let me know if there's differences. Is there different features? Does the picture look different? I want to know that before I pull the trigger. Cody, my man, the Rad Dudes. Go check out Cody at Due to Those Movies. And Roundhouse, kick that like button while you're here. What's up, Mech Pilot? Hey, you're new to this thing, so welcome. Again, let me know, guys. Where are you finding me? All these people that are popping in for the first time. There's a lot of YouTubers that are nothing more than show-offs. Could come off that way. Again, like I said, I've had people reach out that like almost like wanted to quit collecting because they feel like they can't keep up, and that shouldn't be how it goes. Let me see. Am I picking up Dead Silence with Scream Factory? The plan was yes, only because I only have that on DVD. I really like the movie, but people are already disappointed with it because Scream Factory being Scream Factory, they can't just do it up. Like, it's got to be like a trick. Like, it's like, the 4K is on theatrical only, and then the unrated is just going to be like a Blu-ray. So people are kind of mad about that. Like, why can't they both be 4K? It's not like a huge difference between the two. And they're right. Like, why do a whole 4K thing and then just be like, oh, we're just going to do this in 4K? Like, that's kind of shitty. So I'll probably get it just because, again, I only have it on DVD. I think. Did it have a Blu-ray before? I don't know. I got to check. If I have it on Blu-ray, I may not get it. But if I have it only on DVD, I probably will get it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't remember if that had for some reason I feel like this was the first time it's ever been upgraded, but I could be wrong. Yeah, you're one of the people that convinced me to stop double dipping, the Beyond and the 4K, thought about and realized I'm content. Oh, so maybe he was somebody that reached out to me. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You got to be fine with it. And you know what? The From Beyond probably looks great on 4K. I have it, but I haven't even watched it yet. So, and the thing is now is it's like, I think it's already sold out anyways, right? So, and to be honest, I didn't jump on the From Beyond right away. I actually went and sold my Scream Factory one that was kind of what I say a lot of the times. Like, I don't, it's hard for me to break my Scream Factory stuff up because I had all the collector's editions in there. But I'm just kind of tired with Scream Factory at this point now. So I'm like, if I can make a little bit off of this Blu-ray, then I'll buy it. So for instance, I needed to make sure I could sell it for more than the Vinegar Syndrome one was going for, and then it would give me a reason to buy the Vinegar Syndrome one. And I think that's what I did with that one. I think that's the only reason it would make sense for me. Yeah. Oh, cool. That's what they're doing tomorrow. I like that because it's usually a good deal. Thank you, Afro. Hey, and I appreciate you. You've been super supportive lately. I know you only found my channel a little while ago, and definitely been super supportive, coming in all the time. And I appreciate that. What's up, Steve? Pat Master. Hey, man. Thank you, dude. I just try to keep it real with you guys. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. I'm not going to try to just say, oh, I love this, you should buy it, if I didn't like it, even though somebody said, hey, if you review this and, you know, for free or whatever. I can't do that because I was on the other end of the computer once and we're listening to people tell me what to get and what not to get. And, you know, if I know that they were just doing it just because they wanted to get some free stuff, then you know, that would suck for a collector. And I've seen other big names do that, and they don't want to lose credit with some of these people that are sending them stuff, so they'll just say, yeah, I get this, even though it's junk or whatever. And people do, and it's not fair to these people, especially ones that feel like, you know, they're going to miss out or they have to spend all this money because someone said to, and then be disappointed with what they purchased. Like, it's not what this should be about. How much of the streams? Let me see. How much of the streams changed your life? Keep up the great work. Thank you. How much has that changed my life? Quite a bit, actually. It's for good ways. I mean, I love the interaction. I love the community. Like, the people that I've met, the other creators that I've met, it's been awesome. People I never talked to. I mean, there's a couple people that I watched that I've never talked to before. It's been super cool to collab with all these people. They're really nice people in the community, and I that's my favorite part, because I'm a very social person to an extent. Like, in the sense, like, my job, I have to be super social, which and outgoing, energetic, like, for hours and hours and hours a day. And it gets draining sometimes. So sometimes when I come home, I'm a kind of an introvert. Like, I just want to be like, you know, just, okay, I need to reset a little bit here because I was just 100 miles an hour for 15 hours. But I always had like a big group of friends that we'd always go out and do stuff. And, you know, for years, I always had a large group of friends that I hung out with and stuff. But since like 2020, the pandemic, and, you know, people had kids and stuff, like, I don't see them a lot anymore. We talk, but we don't see each other a lot. Everybody's got so much going on. So all of a sudden now that part of my life was gone, but now doing these streams, it's like I kind of have that piece back, and I can do it like at like this time of night or something like that. Like, so it's a weird thing to say, but that's kind of, I kind of really, that's what I think I like about this the most, is that it's filling that void of having like a friend group. You know, I talk to people, you know, other YouTubers daily, people I've never met in person daily, every single day. And actually, that's pretty much all my messengers is basically I'm talking every day to people that I've never really met. So with that being said, I'm going to plug something else. Next month, if you guys don't know, I'm going to Kansas City, and the Radpack are going to finally meet for the first time, and we're going to go to Panic Fest. So if you guys are going to Kansas City to Panic Film Fest, we will be there all weekend, the 14th. And then we're going to do a live show together, and it'll be streaming on YouTube, on Twitch. It's also going to probably be, you know, edited to the audio platforms as well for the podcast. So that's going to be super cool. It's going to be interesting to be in person with each other. So that'll be super, super cool. I'm excited for that. I can plug some more shows as well. So tomorrow, guys, you can see this thing scrolling down there below, is that the Radpack has its own channel now. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do, because that's where all the Radpack video stuff will be from now on. So every time we go live, it's going to be there. Every time we post a video of our audio podcast, it's going to be there. So make sure to go subscribe to the Radpack on YouTube, that channel, because that's where you're going to find us. Tomorrow, we're going to be posting a retrospective talking all things Child's Play, which will also be on audio as well. But it's going to premiere tomorrow on YouTube, so it should be a really cool episode. I haven't even seen it yet, so it's going to be the first time watching it live for myself and Mel. And so it should be really fun to kind of see that one and how it kind of turned out. And then next Saturday, April Fool's Day, we're going to be on the Radpack YouTube channel live talking all things Garbage Pail Kids, our memories with them. We're going to review the movie. I have a lot of fun doing that. So everybody, we say hashtag think Radpack, and this is hashtag stink Radpack, talking all things Garbage Pail Kids. So you definitely want to be there to check it out because it is going to be live on Saturday, April 1st. So that's a couple things going on. Dude who loves movies, a little super chatski. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. And again, he's another one that's he's been super supportive from day one, and I truly appreciate it. And I don't want to take credit here, but the Radpack really pushed Cody to start a channel, and he's killing it. So I'm glad we were able to get him in the mix. And thanks for that, dude. We get a little Feldster. Woo! Woo! On the chat. Did you miss some WCW talk? Yeah, a little bit, but I would love to do a show, and we've talked to Cody about this. Maybe getting like a little wrestling chat going, like a little live stream talking about old school wrestling. The wrestling talk never does that great on my channel as far as like people watching it, but I like talking about it. It changes it up. It'd have to be old school wrestling though. Dalton says, yeah, collector movie review channels of Satch I love, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to stick out long. It's hard because I mean, how many people are you going to watch talk about, the same movie? I mean, it's either going to like it or hate it. So, Perry, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. You looking forward to Mania? The card's looking good. Yeah, I don't follow wrestling too hard anymore. I mean, I know what's going on. I'll catch like Raw for a little bit after I get home on Mondays. I'm always excited for Mania. I'm always excited for things like the Royal Rumble. So I will definitely catch that. It's just kind of embedded in my brain at this point. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see where it goes. I think the whole, are they going to put the Federation on Cody's back? That's a pretty interesting story. I mean, I'm excited about that. I think that they should give it a try. It may work, it may not, but I think it's just a real good ending to Cody's story. His dad's legacy, the family legacy, the fact that he was always going to be a mid-carder and had to leave and really grab the brass ring and prove himself. And I love stories like that where people go against the odds and come out on top. And I think this would just be a huge thing for him. And I hope that's the route they go because Roman's going to be fine. Roman's going to be fine forever. Someone like Cody Rhodes, it's either this is going to be a huge success or a huge failure. And I think they should give him the ball and not Lex Luger this thing where they say, we'll wait and give it to Cody another time. Because if he loses steam, he'll never get that belt again. Kind of what happened to Luger. And I'm hoping they just give it the ball and say, let's see what you can do with it. That's what I want. Let me see. Fight the good fight. Oh, all right, cool. Original Fuzz, what's going on? Oh, you've been watching me from the beginning. We work second shift. Oh, cool. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Homie, I get FOMO with buying movies. Of course, everybody does. I do. Trying to think if there's so I'll do this now and I'll get back to the chat. But I see this really quick. Something I have here was almost kind of a FOMO purchase. Awesome horror collector. Have you heard anything about the new horror workout Blu-ray? Yeah, I think Terrorvision's doing it, right? But I haven't heard anything for anything after that. Okay. So let me get to this unboxing that I was going to make a separate video for. Now, this was something that I passed on a lot. Years and years ago, I was like, I don't need that. I don't have the room for it. I've got this movie 25 times. Like, I don't need to buy this. So I never did. And then we did a show called The History of Physical. We do a show with Dead Pick called The History of Physical Media. So we'll pick a movie, or we did like a Rob Zombie one. We talked about all his movies, but we do History of Physical Media, right? So we've done a ton of them. We've done Phantasm, we've done Halloween, we've done Friday the 13th, we've done Rob Zombie, we've done Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And we'll go through all the physical media releases from like VHS tape to Blu-ray or 4K or whatever we end up getting to. And we showcase everything we own. So there was one edition that we talked about that none of us owned. And it was all because of the same reason. At the time that this came out, they had released like 4 different editions of the Blu-ray for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And you kind of had to choose which one you wanted. There was some that were like, you know, single disc, double disc, triple disc, 4 disc. And then this was like the big box. Now, this has a different cover of the Blu-ray than what I have, but all the discs in this are the same that what I purchased. I think I got the 4 disc edition. Well, I didn't think I needed this because I'm like, what, for a different cover? And it comes in a big fancy box. I didn't need it. But after doing the stream, I was kind of like, you know what? It would be kind of cool to have that because it is just very unique and different. And you're going online to try to find it. It's going for about between $70 and $100. So I just kind of kept things like I've been watching different ones and seeing if they drop in price. So I don't know. We did that stream maybe a year ago. So a year went by, nothing. I didn't buy it or whatever. All of a sudden, it came up on Amazon, and I think it's still on sale. It's like $40. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get it for $40. It was on like a huge sale, and I looked today, and I think it's still on sale for $40. And that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Black Maria box set. So if you guys remember when this thing came out, it was a pretty big deal. But again, I never bought it because I chose like a different version, mainly because I just I don't have a lot of space for something like this. So even though I have it right now, I'm thinking, what the heck, where am I going to put this? I really don't know. I really don't know where it's going to go, to be quite honest with you. But being such a huge Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, and again, I'm not one to double dip on movies, but there are specific movies I kind of will give a pass. Texas Chainsaw being one, Phantasm being another one, Friday 13th, more or less. Like, I didn't buy any of the steel books. Halloween, I'm always kind of buying some stuff. But it was one of the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre editions I didn't own. At least the main ones. Like, there's tons in like other countries and stuff like that, media books and all this other stuff. I don't dabble a lot in like overseas stuff. So US releases only. Like this and the VHS Media VHS are the only 2 big time Texas Chainsaw US editions that I don't own. And I did own the Media VHS at one point, but I'd sold it and I just never got it back in my collection. But this was the other one, just because it was so unique. I mean, who makes a set with the Black Maria on it, that damn truck at the end of the movie? I just think it's very different. And it's got it's got the bottom of the box. It's got all the different things this comes with. 4 feature commentaries, collector's edition bonus disc. It's got a bunch of stuff. Exclusive limited edition content. You get a theatrical poster. And then you get a bonus disc, an exclusive bonus disc. The Cine Family, Friedkin Hooper, conversation about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So stuff that I probably already have on other editions. But, I figured I'd open this up and just kind of jump in it and see what's in here. I think it comes with like correct me if I'm wrong. I know it comes with a poster. I think it comes with like an apron or something, I think. But I'm going to check it out. And a part of me is almost like, do I even open this? Whatever. I keep my stuff in good condition. I don't know where I'm going to store this thing at this point, because it's not a small box. It comes in just a wrap. And when this thing was selling for $40, and because this is an old edition, this thing probably came out in like tell you right now. This came out in 2014. So the fact that it's still around is kind of shocking to me, that this is still available and that it was on Amazon for 40 bucks. I almost kind of thought I wasn't even going to get it. I'm like, there's no way that this thing is still around 40 bucks. Well, this is kind of cool. It's got like a little handle that you can pull this out. Look, you can make the Black Maria bigger truck. It's cool. Got the hollow box right there. It's just a neat little addition. Then in here, what the? Did I get screwed? I think I did. There's nothing in here. Look. You got this. But there's nothing else. Look. What the heck? Was this used or something? I don't know, gang. I mean, I got the poster in here, but I thought this came with an apron. That's weird. Look at it. It's like an empty hole. That is so odd. Guys, I definitely... No wonder why this thing was $40. No apron? What a bummer of an unboxing here. I gotta go on there and figure out what the heck just happened. Is it underneath this? I don't think so. Wow. Wow. Did anybody order this for the $40? Because I think it's still 40 bucks on Amazon. Did you guys get all this stuff? Where's all the stuff? That is so bizarre. Wow. All right, I'm going to have to check up on that and figure out what the heck happened. But there's the Black Maria set, which was not... Good thing I didn't do a video on this thing because that would have been boring. So I got the big edition with the 4 discs, the poster, but there was other goodies I thought in this thing. Let me just open this one more time. I just want to make sure there's if there's lobby cards in here or anything. Just the poster. That's it. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs, but no apron. That is interesting. So what a bummer that was. I mean, again, I have the box. It's in great condition. I have the discs, but no apron. Now, I wonder why that is. That is interesting. I'm going to have to look back at the listing, but it's on Amazon. It was said new. So that is crazy. But that is the Black Maria box set. Sort of. But it's still a cool box. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to return it. I mean, I didn't need the apron, but it's the point that you kind of want it complete. That's weird. I'm going to have to try to figure out that situation. But yeah, that's what I want to unbox today, is this. And if anybody has this, let me know. And let me know if there's anything else missing. I got a 5-disc edition and a poster. I thought there was an apron. But what's funny, though, is it doesn't say apron under here. Exclusive. It doesn't say anything about an apron under here, which is strange as well. So I don't know. All right, let me see anything. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm way behind too. But we're rolling on almost an hour, so I don't want to be on here too long. If I skip through, I'm sorry. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Dalton, so Dead Silence does have a Blu-ray? If it does, I'm not going to probably upgrade. Yeah, I hear you, man. Oh, Rob Zilla, you got Martin already? Shit, mine hasn't even shipped yet. I got mine from Diabolic, though. Did you get yours from Orbit? Pat Master. Hey, Alyssa Milano, thank you. Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to my Texas Chainsaw from Second Sight, because they always do a killer job. Of course I remember that. It was like embedded in my head since childhood. Yeah, man, I was actually gonna I'm actually gonna do a little retrospective on the Shocker, because I feel like Shocker and Brain Scan are 2 movies that I think could have spawned sequels with the character, like Pinker and Trickster. Like, I think that those two guys had opportunity to kind of be a little bit more than what they were, than just like a one movie type of guy. Because I think they were really trying to push those guys as like the next Freddy Krueger or something like that. I mean, at least I know that Shocker was, and for whatever reason, it didn't end up that way. And I would like to just kind of research on why. But thanks, man. I appreciate that. I love that artwork. There you go. There you go. Rob Knapp, what's up? So Radpack Pod has a Twitch channel. Now, everything I do from my channel and on the Radpack channel live, it automatically streams live from Twitch. I don't really understand Twitch. I don't ever go on it, but we're there. So if people like Twitch, go to Radpack Pod and you can find a bunch of streams on there. Now, I haven't gone over there to check if anybody's even watching the things, but I have it synced, so it's going. Like right now, if you go on Twitch at Radpack Pod, you'll probably see this. So everything is synced. So check that out and subscribe or whatever over there. I don't know how it works, so follow, subscribe. Also to the Radpack podcast on audio platforms. Find them, subscribe. And guys, we talked about this once before, and we'll talk about it on the live stream next week. Is if you guys leave a written review on iTunes for the Radpack podcast, you are eligible to win some cool prizes on the live stream in April that we do together. And we're going to announce the winners and we're going to have the prizes there. So guys, do that from now. You have from now until April 14th to get your written reviews in iTunes under the Radpack podcast to be eligible to win some limited edition stuff. Thanks, man. Oh, yeah? I was an independent wrestler for a while, so wasn't Cody. That's awesome, man. Yeah, get at me and we'll talk about it. What's up, Bob? Bro, if you don't talk about Monster in the Closet on your Paul Walker stream, I'm going to be very upset. You didn't even give Run any credit on your last one, and now you're going to not talk about Monster in the Closet. You better bring it up, and I should take a picture and send it to you tomorrow to promote your show. I have a Paul Walker autograph. Steven, what's going on? Hey, thanks for popping in. New name, not unless I know you on Instagram, but thank you for chiming in and saying what's up. Appreciate that. Dude, I would have marked out for Franklin's wheelchair. Hell yeah. Sally. Starship's great. I got a lot of new names in here. I like this. Thank you. He probably will. He might want to now that he realizes I just got ripped off for a non-complete set. I would, but there's no apron, bro. What the heck's going on here? It's a cool set, but I'm kind of bummed. Like, what the heck just happened? Jack Frost, what's up? Yeah, you got to get the second sight 4K for sure. Or even the Steelbook's nice. It's odd, man. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's too big to put on a shelf. I don't have extra room like that. It doesn't say apron. But what was there, like 2 editions? Like one with apron, one without? Like what kind of thing was that? That's wild. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. It was wrapped under the hood. No, there's nothing here. Ugh. Those sons of guns. Maybe that's what it is. Like, are these all resealed? Like, what did they look like when you guys got them? When this thing was wrapped, was this like a reseal wrap? Like, I don't know how it was originally wrapped. Did it come in a box other than this? I don't remember. But that's probably exactly what it is. It's probably a resealed wrap. But I think if you go on Amazon, there's like, you can get it for $40. So it's like, at least unless I got like a random one, or some dude has like tons of them he's trying to get rid of. I kept my cool about it. Yeah, I did because, like, again, darn it, I didn't get an apron. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna ever do anything with it. Would have sat in there anyways. I more or less wanted the box. That's basically what I wanted. But it just kind of sucks because you want things to be complete. But again, it is what it is. But I appreciate that. Oh, it does say that? All right, all right. Then I'm gonna contact them about that. Maybe I can at least just get sent a different one and see if it's in there. I got the poster. It's folded in that thing. Was there lobby cards? Because I didn't get those. Oh, so Gus said there is something on Amazon that says the apron is no longer available. Why? Where did it go? Ah, okay. So the aprons are gone. That's wild. Yeah, so people are saying message, but I guess it's saying now that the apron gimmick is all gone. Hi, Jamie. I hope you're well. I got the non-apron edition. Yeah, it's just weird that they'd come out with this box set and be like, hey, we're going to do aprons and non-aprons. Like, that's so weird. Yeah, like, why would they have two? And especially because you open this up and it's like, oh, here's the spot for it. That is super weird. If anybody has any extra aprons out there, send one my way. But that's the thing. I bet if I go on eBay, there'll be like aprons on there for like $30. Let's see. Starship Greatness says, remember, ordered a steelbook of Tomb Raider and opened it and found out there's only DVD. Yeah, eBay, you got to be careful. I always read eBay. I know. That's the one thing. Like, Diabolic's always good to make sure you get it because, like, sometimes you order from companies and it's like sold out over, but they take a while. Like, Orbit's like right on top of it, but Diabolic was the first person that had it in stock, so I was like, I just gotta get it. That's exactly why I don't get mad, man. Because again, I've got so much stuff. Like, I mean, I even tell Mel and Justin when I go down there, I'm like, dude, you guys need anything? Like, I can bring stuff. You can have it. Because, I mean, I just have so much. Like, I have posters I'm bringing for Mel and stuff like that. Just because, again, like, they could use it more than I can at this point. Maybe not Justin. Justin's might not have room for posters. But I know Mel has a new movie room. So, if there's anything I have that I'm not going to get to the wall or anything like that, I'll bring it to her for sure. Yeah, I missed out. What's funny is Brain Scan better than Shocker. I'm going to rewatch Shocker again, but I will tell you this. I like Brain Scan more the more I watch it. I really do. And I'm going to be doing a video this month on my favorite 90s movies. And man, it's hard to narrow them down. I'm trying to do it for Tim Talks Talkies. He's doing like a top 25 90s movies. And I'm trying to narrow it down to 25, and it's not easy. But what I found about the 90s is that, like, it was just a crazy time for me because it was like my peak of movie watching, because it hit me at like all these different ages. The 90s did. So, and I look at the 90s in like three parts. You got the early 90s, which are kind of like tail end of the 80s. So it had a lot of 80s feel to it. And then you got that mid 90s where things started to get a little bit darker. Then you got the late 90s where things got real, not like dark, but like, raunchier and all that stuff. So 90s to me is a real interesting time. So putting this together though, I'm like, wow, like I'm going to have like the least amount of horror on my top 25 list, which is really odd. So I have a couple plans. I'm going to do top 25 90s movies. Then I'm going to do top 15 90s movies from my childhood, which means the ones I watched the most growing up. And then I'm going to do a top 10 horror 90s, my favorite horror movies from the 90s, but that's going to be later this year for a specific reason. So I'm going to hold off on that one. But this month I'm going to do top 25. Next month I'm going to do top 15 90s movies from my childhood. And then I'm going to go. 90s is an interesting time. It really, really is. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. I don't know about these Cat 3s, guy. they frighten me. I watched the other one there. What's the stream I watched that I didn't want to do? The Vinegar Syndrome one. Let me see. Mark said, look at this. Your first came out and it had all the contents. I think it briefly went out of print. Yeah, that's what it seems like they did, which is probably why it was on sale for $40 instead of 80. Oh, message me on Instagram, man. I have it still. I'll sell that. That's really rare. It was like a small window that came out with this sleepaway camp stuff from Scream Factory or Shout Factory, one of the two. But yeah, it's a pillowcase. It's never been used. I've got it here. Yep. If you're interested in buying that, just message me on Instagram and we can figure something out. Exactly. I think it's just they ran out. They ran out. I know, man. You're the one who told me I need to get it. Damn it. Go check out Brian Goes Blue over there. Underrated channel. I know. Damn it. Let me see. I heard so many people in that initial run of the set didn't get that apron. Yeah, it's so crazy because it's like a spot for it. I was a little bummed, but it is what it is. My top 3 favorite pro wrestling matches of all time. Whew. Man, I don't know. For me, it's a lot of nostalgia rather than like good matches. Austin Brett with Ken Shamrock as the ref. That was always a real good one. Michaels Mankind was a real good one. Hogan Savage was a good one. WrestleMania 5. Obviously you got Savage Steamboat, WrestleMania 3. Savage Warrior, I didn't think did really good at WrestleMania 7. You got TLCs and stuff like that. The first ladder match, like there's so many. I don't know what my top 3 would be though, because I think it would base it off nostalgia and not what it should be. Because like I'm thinking of like even like the era with like Daniel Bryan and CM Punk and all. There was some good matches that were around that time. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for me. Shawn Michaels is always gonna. Michaels Taker at Mania was one of my favorites. Harajan is my favorite overall, I think. But 80s and 90s, I love action and comedy from those eras. What's up, Mike? Probably not till the summer, I think. So it'll be a little while. And Pop's in it with us too now. So if you didn't check, we just did one like last month. So if you haven't gone back and watched it, we did one last month. Yeah, I agree. Trickster is an underrated villain, and I posted this on Instagram, and I think I also posted it on TikTok and stuff. Is the deleted ending, the alternate ending to Brain Scan? In my opinion, I think it would have been a way cooler ending, and I think it would have really helped put Trickster on the map a little bit more, because it just kind of can show you what he can do. So if you guys haven't seen that deleted scene, the alternate ending, it's freaking wild. It's something out of like Society or whatever, where Tricksters and Furlong are like morphed together into this crazy practical effect. And I think they didn't use it because they didn't really like the effect, I think. And I think it looked hella cool. Like, I love that kind of like wacky, prosthetic special effect. Like, I love that. Like, I eat that stuff up. And I think it would have been super cool. Marty J tried to jump. Yeah, he tried to escape. I remember that like it was clear as day. It's 2 times when I was a kid I cried during wrestling, and it was that at the barbershop window. I remember being on my living room floor in tears when Michaels threw him through the barbershop, because I was a huge Rockers fan. And the second was when Ultimate Warrior got locked in the casket on Superstars. And like they opened it and he was like passed out and there's all scratch marks on it. Yeah, that really bothered me as a kid. Hell yeah. Vincio, what's going on? Guys, if is Ken still live? If that's so, I thank you so much for hanging in here. I have quite a bit of people watching this, especially if Ken's on. I wish that Brain Scan would get a real cool looking edition too. Oh, sweet. So it's working over there on Twitch? Thanks. Again, I'm not a Twitch guy, but I feel like, hey, if I can get more eyeballs on the product, I'll take it. So it's live on Twitch right now too. Awesome. Brain Scan. Let me see. Phantasmat. I have a new TV on the horizon very soon. Going OLED. Yeah, I got OLED. I love it. Now, were you saying about to binge? Like binge watch, not binge sell, right? Because the UHD looks great on that. Yeah, yeah. I watched Ebola Syndrome. Oh, all right. Is Run and Kill, is that Vinegar Syndrome? Yeah, he's right. Oh, such a good match, man. Such a good match. Oh, I love Monkey Shines. Love Monkey Shines. So super underrated. When I met Romero, I had him sign that one sheet back there, and he was like so excited to see it because I'm sure not many people have him sign a Monkey Shines. But he's like, Monkey Shines! Like he was so happy. It gets stuck in my head. I'll tell you, I love that rendition. Love it. Yeah, I heard people are getting the Dr. Giggles, and I haven't got mine yet. But I also heard today that that people weren't happy with it. They weren't happy with the transfer. That's so funny. Yeah, I agree. I made the switch and I've been very, very happy. Ken and I have very different opinions when it comes to movies. Very different. Oh, wow. I am caught up in the chat, and there's about 80 people watching right now. So, guys, I'm going to say it now. Couple things. Hit the like button. That's number one. If you're digging what I'm doing, hit that like button. Helps the channel out. Number two, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate that as well. You know, my goal is that high 5K by the end of the year, which is going to be a race. It's going to be a tough challenge. Very tough. I'm trying to do in a year what I did in 2 years, and that's hard. But with everybody's help and all the engagement and everybody's support, I think I can do it. Just going to keep trucking along. Number three, make sure to go subscribe to the Radpack podcast on YouTube because it's got its own channel now. And also on Spotify or iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts because it's going to be there. And we are going to be dropping the newest episode tomorrow. So be aware for that. So you see me tonight. Tomorrow I'll be on the Radpack podcast episode. Thursday night I'll be here at 11:30 with Dead Pit going through the Vinegar Syndrome sale. On Friday I'll be back here with Dead Pit, and we're going to be doing a live commentary from Miami Connection, which is a freaking fantastic, so bad it's good movie. So if you guys have not seen that, you're going to want to come and check it out because it's going to be a ball of laughs, especially because Uncle Bill and CK have not seen it yet. And I think it's going to be hella fun. So that's going to be, for the next couple of days, I'll be active on here because I've been a little inactive the last week or so. And then next week's going to be a little bit of a up and down again because of the moving of the gym. And then you can definitely see me with the Radpack crew over on their channel on April Fool's Day. We'll be talking Garbage Pail Kids. And again, like I said, anybody who is a creator that's checking this out that I haven't been able to be on your show yet, I had to decline. I will get there. Again, this is a crazy month. I've also haven't watched a lot of YouTube either. So if anybody is like, oh, he hasn't commented on my stuff or I haven't seen him in a live stream or whatever, I apologize to that as well. Just because, again, like it's been crazy over here. So I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of people's stuff. And yeah, and that's pretty much all I want to talk about today. I have an incomplete unboxing of the Black Maria. I reviewed these 2 new Blu-rays from Full Moon. And I got to chat with all of you guys. So let me see, before I leave, I'm just going to touch upon the last couple of things. Let me see. Thank you. Appreciate that. Tug Bover's Undertaker. escape the ninja. No, you watch it with us, Gus. We're gonna be watching it live, doing a commentary. So if you haven't watched it yet, I would say come on with us, check out the time, and then just press play when we press play. I think that's gonna be the best way to do it. And they have that song "Friends" on there. That's so killer. I love it. I love it. Thanks, Robzilla. Thank you, Kill Pizza. I appreciate you coming in, man. I appreciate that. But guys, thank you again for coming to check this out. As always, super appreciative of all your support. Like I said, if you're checking out on the replay, same thing. Appreciate all your support. Like I said, to get me to the next step, do your part, share it up, and jump into the chats and leave comments and stuff. I totally appreciate it. And even on my videos, leave comments on my other videos. I try my best to get back to each and every one of them. So guys, thank you so much for checking this out. This is Rad Up All Night, and this is Garrett at Born to Be Rad, and like always, stay